Hello everyone and welcome back to Cannon Duel, a fast-paced competitive game about trying to shoot the other player without getting hit yourself. In this devlog, now that I've created the base mechanics, I'll be focusing on adding art and polish to the game. I started by fixing up a few awkward things that my friends found while playing, most of which I already knew about. The main issues were that the player could easily die by going into the edge and shooting, because the cannonball detects the edge and instantly explodes. Also, the explosions lasted too long and they would die to explosions that they thought already went away. Both were easy to fix, I just made it so that the player couldn't go into the edge and the explosions went away faster. Next up, I started making the art, creating art for the explosion, background, cannon, and cannonball. I think the art turned out pretty well, even for my games. I also added in some sound effects to make it feel more immersive. What do you think? I added grass to the background to make it look nice, but then came up with an idea for a river which I ended up covering most of the grass. When making games, sometimes you have to throw out some work, as not everything works first try. For example, in my game Idle Shapes on my main account, there's like 4 or 5 unused shapes in the code because they were broken in some way, usually like a gameplay issue that I couldn't fix without completely reworking the shape. The reason I added the river is I think it would be interesting if rather than staying still, the power-ups would float down on small rafts, meaning they were a moving target. However, I want this game to be easily customizable, so once I add more things, there'll be an option to toggle the river off. Also, this means the grass I made isn't erased, which is nice. I also added this effect with the explosions that it leaves a tiny bit of ash, which can stack up. This makes the game feel more polished and it can make it more obvious how long people have been going for when watching a match. That's everything I added in this update. Once again, the link is in the description if you want to play it or look at the code. Next devlog I'll try and add stuff like menu or power-ups, as well as further art polish.